Okay, this week we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. You know, I've been trying to get out and about. Happen to be in a baseball tournament for the World Series, and here's the team that I'm here with. My son plays on this team, and we're blessed with beautiful weather, although today's starting off really hot. It's 91 this morning, and it's only 10 a.m., so it's going to be one of those, but we get these games in quickly because we know the weather's going to turn at some point. We got to get it in. Anyway, we're going to be talking about living in Florida, and there's a few more things you should know about living in paradise. We're getting after that next. Hey everybody, my name's Craig Cunha. I'm a real estate agent here in Southwest Florida, and if you're looking for a channel to tell you a little bit more about what it's like to live, play, eat, sleep, and buy real estate on the Gulf Coast, this is a channel for you. So go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the little bell to make sure you're notified every time a new video comes out, and go to our nextfloridahome.com to start your search through the MLS just like we do. I'm getting calls, emails, and texts from people daily, and there's some people that have additional questions they need answers to. If you're one of those people, you've got to call, text, or email because I've got your back when moving to the Gulf Coast. All right, so we all know what's going on in the real estate market. We're now over 6% or damn near 6% on the rates. But you know what? In 2022, it's funny because the one thing that's okay is 7% rates on cars and boats, or even higher. 22% on credit cards, but we're having problems with 6% on a house. Hey man, I'd say if it's still affordable, go after it, get it done. And you can refinance later if it's that much of a problem. At some point, the rates have to come back down, so adjust accordingly. Cape Coral and Fort Myers have two new complexes coming in, apartment complexes. And the one that's important to note is we have been adding storage facilities around the area for quite some time, but not a lot that have places for boat trailers. Where they're taking the segment of land that's all the way out on the west side of Pine Island Road, and there's hundreds of trailers and RVs and things out there. That's going away. That's been sold to put an apartment complex in. It's going to add a few hundred units in there, but we won't know how affordable it'll be until later. So I was speaking to Brian this week, and he's asking me, well, I'm not sure where I want to move, but I'm willing to come take a look at Cape Coral and Fort Myers. And he says, where should I stay? And I said, what do you mean? Like which city? He's like, no, where should I stay as far as facilities, as far as hotels, whatever. And we talked about it a little bit further. He's interested in possibly having a Gulf access pool home. So what's he going to do? He's going to rent an Airbnb or VRBO that is a Gulf access pool home and see how he likes it. If he doesn't like it, then he knows what his budget could be adjusted to, or if he just absolutely dies for it, then he's going to have to make some adjustments to make sure it's affordable. In any case, that's what you want to consider. If you're going to come stay somewhere like you would like to live in when you're here instead of just being in a hotel. So Mr. DeSantis is at it again. He has signed a bill that's going to basically make smoking, possibly to be able to ban it on the beaches, the public beaches here in the Lee County area. So what that means is if it's a county-owned beach or park, that they can restrict smoking in those areas. Places that you can't ban it, Lani Kai, that's their private beach, and any other facility like that on Fort Myers Beach. Also, any of the private residences that are on, say, Sanibel, Captiva, Barefoot Beach, all of those, again, they can't mandate that on private beaches, but for the public beaches that are government-owned, that's something that's now in place. So you may not be able to smoke there anymore. All right, so I went to my derm again, and as you know, I had some issues previously that got taken care of. And I just want to let you know that it's something you have to stay after. If this becomes a problem for you, somebody commented and asked how much more they're prone to skin cancer being in Florida. You know what? It really doesn't have that much to do with it because most of the damage is done when you're young. I think it's between ages 0 and 4. And, you know, I know that I had gotten burned a bunch of times when I was in Pennsylvania as a kid and didn't think much of it because you're a kid. And it wasn't that big of a deal back when I was a kid. Now you have to start thinking about it. Protect the kids, put the sunblock on, put the shirts on, make sure they're wearing a hat, sunglasses. We even have these shade tents that we're using out here. I think if I walk over here, I'll give you a gander. But these little tents, I'm sure you've seen them before at other events and at the beaches. But these tents that are set up on either side of the baseball field, they're put up as a way to be able to, yes bud, All right, hold on. My son wants to be part of this. He wants to say hello. All right, bud.
Hi.
You gonna go get him today?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go get him. Yeah, Aiden, it's for YouTube. Go.
Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube.
Go ahead, take it.
For YouTube.
Hey, guys.
Hey, YouTube.
This is the team.
Hey, YouTube.
All right, so we just had to go give a quick introduction to the guys that are going to win this tournament. But anyway, let's see where we were. So back on the derm visit, yeah, it's very important. As you can see, I have a hat on. I have my shades right here. I don't have the long sleeves on right now because I'll be under that tent that I just showed you. But these are all things you have to do to protect yourself. And you can make it worse and continue to be problematic with the skin cancer if you're not staying ahead of it. And if you need to go to a dermatologist, Stina McKenna, she kills it. So if you want somebody that's really proficient in what she does, knowledgeable, takes care of it, doesn't wait on it, you want to see Stina McKenna. Homestead portability is something that I'd like to get into more detail about. I'm going to attach something here so you can see what it is. But basically, if you buy a property in Florida, you can homestead that property as a primary home. And it basically caps your tax rates and gives you a discount on the taxes. So if you change homes in Florida, you are allowed to take the benefit that you already started building on one home and move it to another home. When you do that, they don't give you all the credits for it. They give a portion of it, and there is a formula that they use in order to get that number. So keep in mind, you can still take most of your discount for the homestead. It's called homestead portability, and that will stick with you as long as you keep your homestead in Florida. As I discussed before, swimming pool demand is through the roof. I found an article where they're talking about how ridiculous it is. I know that one of my builders the other day also said that concrete as a whole was just problematic getting. We've got a number of people that are building homes right now through that builder that are seeing delays, and it's, again, this has nothing to do with the builder. Going on and checking what the status is of the permit and the steps they're on through the county sites, that's only going to create more frustration. These builders are doing what they can do. Don't think it's something they're trying to keep from doing. In most cases, they're just delayed by the system. And service doors. I have some people saying, I can't believe they don't put service doors on the side of a garage here in Florida. But one of the things that you don't think about is the amount of rain that we get in the course of, especially the summertime. That doorway is not covered. So what essentially ends up happening is you end up with wood rot because it gets drenched over and over again. That door will need replaced, usually within 10 years or so. And it's not an expensive fix. You can take out the whole door frame and door at one time and fix it, but it's something you need to be aware of if you're going to have a service door on the side of your garage. All right, well, sorry to make that so quick this week, but again, I'm at the ball game. Ball game's about to start. I just wanted you to have the benefit of seeing what I'm doing and still committed to giving you the information that I told you I would every single week. So there you go, a little bit about living in Florida, some more things you need to know about living in paradise. And if you have any questions about any other things you want to know about Florida, check out one of these other videos. And if you've got a question that you need an answer to, you've got to call, text, or email, because I've got your back when moving to the Gulf Coast.